Live and exclusive to senior BJP leader Ravishankar Prasad as he joins us on the news track. Ravishankar ji, namaste, welcome. I want to start by asking you about the demand being made by the opposition.
Namaste.
That Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who speaks as often as he does on various issues to do with the country and globally, speak on the issue of Manipur, and your explanation about why the government so far hasn't accepted this demand from the opposition. Let's start from there. Ravishankar ji, welcome.
First of all, you must understand the shifting goal of the opposition. They are keen for a particular rule, not the substance of the debate. Rajnath Singh, Honorable Defence Minister, twice stated on the floor of the House, we are willing to have a full debate. Today, Amit Shah ji assured the House yesterday, individually today again, that we are willing to have as long a debate as you want it to happen. Therefore, what is your problem? As regards the demand for the Prime Minister to speak, is it a genuine demand or a demand to humiliate the Prime Minister? I am putting this premise very bluntly to you, Rahul. You might recall that whenever the presidential speech is there, then the thanksgiving is done by the Prime Minister in both the houses. In the last budget session, the PM has an extraordinary intervention in the Lok Sabha. When it came to Rajya Sabha, your channel also showed it live. For 2 hours, the Prime Minister was interrupted. Narebaji hoti rahi. Did not allow him to speak. And I salute to my Prime Minister that he overcame all this and spoke for 2 hours. Are they willing to listen to the Prime Minister? Will they allow the Prime Minister to speak or cast all the abuses and run away from the House? That's their track record. The real point, Rahul Kamal, is that Congress party today, I'm sorry to tell you that, a party with having so much of experience of governance, in the grip of a mindset led by Rahul Gandhi, that norms are alien to their thinking. That's the problem. And just to supplement your query, remember after the Bharat Jodo Yatra, he spoke in the parliament, वो मोहब्बत की दुकान खोजने गए थे, and came back कहा कि हर जगह हमने एक ही बात सुनी, Adani, Adani, Adani. Then I was meant to reply as an intervener, and I asked him as a question, आप तो मोहब्बत की दुकान खोजने गए थे, आपको अडानी का इतना नफरत देके कहाँ से आ गए? That is their double standard, that is their hypocrisy. But the larger issue is, Rahul, for the sake of India, today the simmering conflict in Manipur required balm of the unanimity of the House to reach out to them. That is important. And that would have indeed acted as a big balm. But I'm sorry, the irresponsible conduct of the opposition is there for all of us to see.
You would have seen, Ravishankar ji, the Congress viraling old clips of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh when he spoke on the issue of the protests after the murder of Nirbhaya, the rape of Nirbhaya, and also protests in the Northeast, saying that Manmohan Singh used to speak. Now, here's the Prime Minister who has tackled every issue head on, and yet the opposition seeking to drive home the suggestion that he's running away, in the words of the opposition, from taking on the issue of Manipur. How do you look at this? The Prime Minister speaks about everything. As the country's leader, should he not be speaking out to the people of Manipur and trying to calm things down over there, getting two communities who you know are currently fighting with each other to try and begin the steps of reconciliation?
Let me put it in perspective. Did the Prime Minister openly appeal or not? What has happened in Manipur is devastating, is condemnable, and no one shall be spared. Did the Prime Minister also warn all the Chief Minister to be on guard against atrocity on women? And for the kind, since you made a comparison of Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has visited Northeast 50 times. And all his ministers have visited 500 times. I also, as Union Minister, visited Northeast many times. The development of Northeast, and are we getting elected and de-elected by chance or by the trust of the people? That's also a fact. And Mr. Manmohan Singh was the Rajya Sabha MP for more than 20 years from, I understand, from Northeast or Assam in particular. What happened? Let's not talk about that. But since you mentioned about the Congress record, I remember there was a big attack in Manipur. Hundreds of people were killed. And who replied in the House? MOS of the Congress government, not even the cabinet minister. I am not on finger pointing today, but since you asked that question, I'm only trying to put the record straight.
So the other,
if the opposition has the grace to allow the debate to happen, I think a positive message will go. Therefore, कभी रूल पर अड़ेंगे, कभी पीएम के नाम पर अड़ेंगे, हम कुछ भी कर ले बहस नहीं होने देंगे राहुल कंवल, जान लीजिए आप. मैं सॉरी आई एम टॉकिंग इन हिंदी. हम कुछ भी कर लें, they don't want the debate to happen because Manipur's pathetic condition is least of their concern. The concern is to demoralize the government, demoralize Narendra Modi, come what may. That is not a right approach, I am sorry to tell you.
the other question is about the demand for Chief Minister Biren Singh to step down. Given the fact that there is a sectarian crisis in the state, the Kuki community forced into the jungles, the Maithis and the Kukis no longer living with each other as they have for many decades, and the fact that this happened on the watch of Chief Minister Biren Singh, the suggestion that if this was an opposition-ruled government, by now you would have imposed Article 356, but because this is the BJP and because this would require admitting that there's been a botch-up, therefore Biren Singh still continues as Chief Minister, whereas no reconciliation is possible till he stays on. How do you respond to this, sir?
I think I have given you a very vague situation of conflict there, which is a community conflict, festering conflict. Now, a view can be taken rightly so that by removing the Chief Minister, are you going to apply the balm or going to aggravate the festering conflict? You know, Metis and Kukis, what is happening there. In my considered view, the High Court order was completely uncalled for, which led to the whole situation of conflagration. Therefore, it is a situation, Rahul, which has to be handled with care, with caution, with considering every implication.
No, but it's interesting that you say that the
It
High
cannot
Court
be a
order is
political
uncalled for
knee-jerk reaction.
because your government didn't take that position, Ravishankar ji. They actually came out in support of the High Court order which said Maithis would now be a tribal community, which is what led to this conflagration, and your Chief Minister has been accused of being highly partisan in favor of the Maithi community against the Kukis.
My reply is very simple. As a student of law, I went to that indication. Okay? Ultimately, Supreme Court intervened, stayed it, let's leave it there. But I am only going into the whole gamut of the background of the situation. Therefore, again I am telling you, let us handle Manipur with care and caution, apply the balm, and a parliamentary debate would have been the best option of consensus of bipartisan approach. But in the Rahul Gandhi Congress party in particular, bipartisan approach is something of a bygone era. You know it very well.
I'm going to leave it over there. Ravishankar ji, thank you for joining us. The important point there that you're making, and I haven't heard this from other BJP leaders, that you don't think the High Court order which really started this off, which the local government in Manipur actually supported in a big way, you actually believe that that is fundamentally wrong, and this coming from a very eminent lawyer of the stature of Ravishankar Prasad. Thank you, sir.
No.
Yes.
No. Rahul, I must clarify.
Yes.
I made observations on that High Court order purely as a student of law.
No, sure, I understand that.
Because
no, of course.
there is a whole process as to how a particular then what you don't allow it to me as if I am castigating my Chief Minister. Sorry, that I didn't intend.
ठीक है, आपने बोल दिया, and people will draw their own conclusion. I'm not saying anything in the context of Biren Singh, but you're saying something about the judgment and your view on it as a prominent lawyer. Ravishankar ji, thank you for joining us.